Hey guys, this is a new channel coming to YouTube your way, called Super Magic Freaks. Me and my friend, who's currently not here, but you'll see him soon enough, are going to be doing some magic with Magic the Gathering, a trading card game. We hope you'll enjoy it. If you're new to Magic, or if you're not new to Magic but want to see some videos, then come here to watch your videos on Magic the Gathering. Here we're going to be showing you some online Magic drafts, which I can show you right here. This is Magic Online, and we'll be doing some drafts sometime soon. Hopefully, we can show you some deck tech of decks that we're currently playing and that some other people are playing that are working for them in Magic Constructed. We're also going to be showing some deck tech of draft decks after we come home from a draft that we hopefully won. And we'll be showing you how it worked, how it didn't. We're going to be analyzing it so that you can know how to be a better drafter on your own. We hope you'll enjoy this following deck tech of my constructed deck that I use right now. Hey guys, I'm back here with my deck tech. So as you can see here, this is a program called Cockatrice. I use this program to play my constructed decks instead of Magic Online, because Magic Online you need to actually get cards and that costs money. But here you're given all the cards in the world right here. You can see them all. Too many to look at quickly. You can see them all, and you can make decks out of them, and you don't need to buy anything, and it's all free, and you can play other people who just like to make decks and not spend any money. So you play the best of decks, you test your deck out, and see if it works. So here is my deck. You can look at it, and I'm gonna go through it quickly here. So let's go by the mana curve, the mana cost curve. And let's start then with the Arbor Elves. So Arbor Elves are a great card in green decks. They ramp. This is the only ramp that I have in this deck, but it works well. I play it turn 1, then turn 3 I can turn 2 I can play my 3 drops like Dregmangors and Giralf's Messengers, which are right here. So that's my 1 drops. Then I also have Rancors in the 1 drop slot. So these Rancors are a great card. They make my big creatures bigger and trample, and they make my small creatures big. I love it, and when my creatures die, it comes back to hand, and I can just replay it on another one, and it keeps on working. I also have Gravecrawler in the 1 drop slot. I have these guys as zombies. I have the Lotleth Trolls as zombies, and I have the Dregmangors as zombies. So I have enough zombies to have Gravecrawler be replayed multiple times. Now we go to 2 drops. In the 2 drops I got Strangleroot Geist, which are a great haste play on turn 2, getting in for a lot of damage, and maybe with my Arbor Elf I can manage to get a Rancor on them. I also got, in the 2 drop slot, Lotleth Trolls. So I used to have 4, but then I moved down to only having 2, because I noticed that when your opponents play cards like Terminus, then Lotleth Trolls become a lot less good because they can't regenerate. And not only Terminus, but also cards like might as well not play it in those matchups. So if I'm playing in one of those matchups, I take it out. And if I'm not playing in one of those matchups, I might put 2 in because I actually have 2 in my sideboard. I don't have my sideboard shown right here. Also in my 2 drops, I have these 2 pieces of removal. They're situational removal, so I don't play too much of them, but I have Abrupt Decay, which is what you can see over here. Destroy target non-land permanent with converted mana cost 3 or less, so it's situational. And I also have Ultimate Price, destroy target mono-colored creature. These 2 work well, and I have 2 more of each of them in my sideboard so that I can sideboard them in when I notice that they're needed more than once. In my 3 drop slot, I have, as I mentioned before, the Dregmangors. So what this deck can do is it can play a turn 1 Arbor Elf, turn 2 Strangleroot Geist with a Rancor on it, and then a turn 3 Dregmangor with a Rancor on it. Of course, that would be the nuts draw, but it still works. And I have it happen a lot because I'm running 4 of each of these 4 cards in my deck. So it can be the opening hand. Now we go on to 4 drops, as I have no other 3 drops. Sorry about that. I do. Giralf's Messengers. So these guys are strong. Whenever you play them, your opponent loses 2 life. They can be game enders. And when it dies, because you chump block their big guy, it comes back undied. They lose 2 more, and he becomes a 4/3. This guy is really good. I don't always get him off turn 3, though, because of his black mana cost. But if I do, it's a bonus, and if I don't, he's really good late game also. Now we go to 4-drops. 4-drop slot, I have Deadbridge Goliath, which is a 5/5 body. Now, 5/5 is very strong in standard right now because most of the removal that isn't board wipe removal takes out a lot below 4. You've got a lot of you've got Mizium Mortars, which takes out creatures with 4 toughness, but this works. Sorry about that. It takes out creatures with 4 toughness, but it doesn't take out Deadbridge Goliath. Lots of creatures are smaller than 5 power, so they can't kill Deadbridge Goliath, but Deadbridge Goliath can kill them. Then we've got our removal down here. We've got 2 Sever the Bloodlines and 2 Mutilates. So, Sever the Bloodline, it works really well against token matchups. You can, 1 for 4 or 6 or however many tokens they've got it with the same name on the board. You can take them all out with 1 card. And the card also has flashback. So it's like I'm running 4 copies, but 2 of them are more expensive. Now, Mutilate worked really well earlier because they've got all their small guys. They've got a board state going on, maybe. I want to break through it. I've got some Undiers, and I've got some Scavengers. So I'm okay with killing my own guys because they either undie or they die, and then I can scavenge onto the guys that I still have left. An often turn progression could be Arbor Elf, Stranglegeist, Dreadmangler, as I mentioned before, followed by Mutilate turn 4. Turn 5, I can scavenge one of my Dreadmanglers that just died onto a Stranglegeist, Rancor it up, and keep on going, and swing in for a bunch, and get very quick wins with that sort of combo. My other 4-drops, oh, nope, that seems like it's it. Now we go on to 5-drops. 5-drops, I've got 4 Wolfear Silverhearts. Now, if you don't realize it yet, you're about to realize that Wolfear Silverheart is 12 power for just 5. Because, if you read down here, so he is a 4/4. When he enters, he gets +4/+4, and another creature gets +4/+4. Now that's 12 power just for 5. Okay, if he isn't paired up, well, you can still put something into play and pair it with him, so that's a big option. But a 5/5 for 4, it's a strong body on its own, but then you play a small guy, you make him an 8/8. And that small guy becomes big too. So it works really well in all green decks. I'm also running Thragtusk, which is a great card. You play it, you gain 5 life, you start winning races, then if they have a board wipe, or if you have a Mutilate, for example, you can Mutilate, all creatures die, but then you get a beast, and then you start swinging with your beast with maybe a couple of Rancors on it. Works really well. Then I've got 2 Vraskas down here. So Vraska's a great Planeswalker, I think, because it can protect itself. Now, what most Planeswalkers can't do is exactly that. Jace has a -1, -0 ability, and that works well too. But I've got to say, I like Vraskas more simply because it destroys their creature, and it discourages them from attacking at Vraska. Because if you have a small guy that you're okay with sacrificing, okay, it'll do a bit of damage to Vraska. But if you got a big guy, you don't want it to die, so then you don't feel like attacking. It might scare them off from not attacking at Vraska, and it works well. I think and let's go through the land here. We've got 4 times Overgrown Tomb. Now, Overgrown Tomb works really well with Arbor Elves because it's a forest, and works really well with Mutilate because it's a swamp. So, Overgrown Tomb, though, if you're trying to go on the cheap side, you can definitely play with some Guild Gates. Overgrown Tombs are very useful in this deck, and I have this paper version of this deck right here. If you can see it. I've got the whole entire deck paper version, and I'm running all the cards that you see here in front of you. I got most of them through trading, but I have to say my binders thinned out quite a bit after doing all those trades. So, if you guys, also about trades, if you guys want some cards and trade, I'm open to trading with you guys. In the comments below, you can request cards. I'll see if I have them. Again, I'll say that I've been playing since last July, so I don't have too many cards. But I have some places I can get cards to trade with you guys, and I'd be interested in trading. Right now I'm looking for Zendikar lands just to pimp up some of my decks, so if you guys got them, I'll be glad to trade. Let's go back to my channel here. If you can, follow it. I don't see the follow button currently, but I'm sure you guys are smart enough to find it. So, if you can, follow the channel, tell your friends about it, and start watching our videos that should be coming soon.